That looks more than 8.
It's the girth. That's what's
What's up, boys?
What I have is 8, and it looks smaller.
It's like a small tip. Like a lot of bass, small tip.
What's up, boys? How are you?
good, man.
Good. How are you guys? Good to see you. Welcome in back for another NFL season, boys. It's ready to go, man. We got 1 week till it kicks off. Very excited. Had my big draft yesterday or on Sunday. Got an A+ rating. Just saying. There's Jacques. All right. Got CD in the first round, you know. We'll see how that works out.
At least you did. The Cowboys didn't sign him in the first round. That's for sure.
That is, dude. How are you, Jacques? It's good to see you, man. Tony, looking good. How are you, buddy? Good to have you on. Good to see you. Welcome in. What up? How are you, Gooch? Looking good. Looking slim. Looking fresh. Thank you, Roscoe. Did you want to tell me my Cowboys suck? It's actually only $9.95, so you overpaid, but I'll play it for you, Roscoe. You overpaid. It used to be $19.95, and then they sucked. And then they sucked. And then they sucked, and it went down to $9.95. I'll play it for you, though. Thank
Next
you,
year
Ron.
it'll be 10 bits.
Yeah, it's going to be 10 bits by the end of the season. That's how bad they're going to be.
I'm pretty sure 1995 was the last Super Bowl appearance, so it's okay.
It is. It is. Coleman, thank you. Alvin, thank you. Ron, welcome in, everybody. You are now a Stanley Cup champion over there, Gooch. How does that feel, dude? Congratulations, by the way. Congratulations.
Aside from the future birth of my child and the marriage that just happened, greatest moment of my life.
Oh,
it was something.
now they won it on the road, right? They won it on
No, they won it
at
in
home.
front of
So
my
you were
eyes.
in front of. You were there, right? You were there. Got to witness it all. Oh man, thank you, Infested. I appreciate it. Tramp, thank you all. Welcome in. Dude, very excited for that. That's got to be something you're never gonna forget, though. Like you said, man, that's got to be one of the greatest sporting
honestly,
events ever to go to. I mean, you see your team.
I'm not saying whatever the Dolphins do doesn't matter, but I'm as far as this year's concerned, I'm good.
Yeah, you're good for a little while. You're good for a little while. Are we picking the fantasy football teams today? Yes, we are. We'll pick 4 new teams. All 5 of us obviously are returning. Bo Boy taking the champion last year, so we will pick 4 new. You got second, I got third. So again, top 3. Flame shit the bed.
I thought I got kicked out.
No, you didn't. No, he didn't. No.
Oh, I was like, fuck him. I'm out of here.
No, I didn't
I
kick
asked
you out.
permission, like I was like the homeless guy over here. Like, is there any chance I can squeeze back in?
You got a ham sandwich over here?
No, you two are both still in. We're going to do the draft this Sunday, 3 p.m. Pacific. We'll be streaming it live, so we'll do it then. Just going to be your normal snake draft. So we'll be doing that on Sunday. Yes, we'll pick the 4 new teams. The Pigskin Pick'em is back up as well, chat. The Pigskin Pick'em is back up. You guys can enter that for free. It's on our Discord. Just go to the fantasy football section. It's pinned. We also doing a survivor pool, so make sure all you guys get in there as well. Tony, Gooch, and all these guys can. It's all free to go in there to play against each other and win money. So again, feel free to play and join and have fun this season. We got a big season coming up. A lot of moves in the off season. I think we got a couple dark horse teams I want to get to as well. We're going to get to all of our predictions on who's going to get the win each division, MVP, all that good stuff. So it's good to be back there. I'm ready for fall weather. F the summer, dude. It's too fucking hot. I don't know about you guys. I'm over the heat. What do you boys say?
My balls sweated off, so.
Fall sweated off.
It's literally been a cooker down here for sure.
Oh man, is Josh leading? Is Knocker leading the show? Josh, what do you mean? I don't watch college football because it's boring and I don't care about it. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm not talking about USC football right now and what the Trojans are gonna do because they're completely irrelevant for the past 2 decades. But that's fine, dude. Okay, all right. Fear. You can't talk. You're a Giants fan in chat. Giants fans aren't allowed to talk this season. Okay, you're literally the worst team in the whole entire league. Okay, literally the worst team in the league. They are pretty
Panthers
bad.
exist.
Oh, that's true. Panthers are right there as well. That is true.
This is true.
We shall see. So we'll get to all that. Knocker's trying to figure out his audio situation because he wasn't able to hear someone. So hopefully he gets that figured out and we'll get him on. But yeah, a lot of big movers and shakers this season. And we've got our division winners. We can go over big over unders as well. Huh?
Division winners from like last season, or
No, what we predict this year was going to happen in the division. Yeah.
Cool.
Want to get your guys' thoughts. And again, we'll start next week with our pigskin pick'ems as always. So we'll have a guest on. We'll go through all the games, give you guys our winners. And we'll start on Thursday with a big game next week. Ravens and Chiefs kickoff. Thursday night football. That's going to be a doozy because I think those are the two probably best teams in the AFC. So to have them go right at each other right away should be pretty good. See what Lamar's made of. See what Mahomes brings back. But I think obviously the big headline of offseason, Gooch, are you excited to see Aaron Rodgers retake the field and maybe play a full game in the NFL? We haven't seen it in a couple years. Are you? What are your thoughts on Aaron Rodgers and his return? Do you think he's going to have anything left in the tank? I mean, they are full of weapons. They do have weapons. The Jets do. I mean, from their running back to their wide receiving core. So, what are your thoughts on?
I just think that there's always going to be a level of expectation and hype going into a season with him because he builds that around himself.
Yeah.
And he really like edged everybody last season with the whole "I'm going to return before the season ends," and then he didn't do it. So everyone's just whoever drafted Garrett Wilson, right?
Yeah.
He was like one of the top wide receivers. So anybody who's drafted him is praying he doesn't go down in 2 seconds like last season. I just think it's going to be a normal season for him, but everything with him is magnified. So
and you got to imagine he's probably the favorite to win comeback player of the year if he does actually play out the season and has a decent season.
On the field and comes back to life miraculously.
Tony is the Python. Thank you, Anonymous.
More Joe Flacco.
Flame, what are your thoughts, man, on Jacques? What are your thoughts on Aaron Rodgers returning this season?
Honestly, in a lot of ways, it's good. It's a good for him kind of feel good moment to get back out there. I'm sure with the one and done play last year. I mean, that's a rough way to go out. I pretty much agree with what you were saying there. I think he'll come out, should be a little bit better. Like you said, get comeback player of the year if he goes the distance. Yeah. And we'll have to see how the season goes for him from there. But I think it'll work out for him.
It'll work out. Tony, you excited to see Aaron Rodgers back, dude? Your New York Jets over there, bro?
The Jets are going to win the fucking Super Bowl.
You're riding the Jets every week this year, dude.
I'm fucking riding them all in.
Oh, it's about time.
Can I have some of what you're having, Tony?
Actually, I do have edibles.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, dude. I love it. So yeah, it's obviously going to be one of the big storylines of the season is going to be the New York Jets and the return of Aaron Rodgers. One of the quarterbacks as well that a big story is Joe Burrow going and looking like a GQ model and turning into Eminem's cousin over there with his hair. I have no idea what he's doing, bleaching his hair out like that. Do you think Joe Burrow has a little bit of a comeback season, Gooch? What are your thoughts on Joe Burrow comeback this season, new haircut and everything? What are your thoughts?
I'm not too sure because I haven't been paying attention much to the off season of the NFL. Yeah, but like, have the Bengals gotten better offensively besides just keeping the same people or paying it's the same guys? I know they got rid of Mixon, so I have no idea. I have no idea if they're going to be better or not. The hair is different, but I don't think the play is going to be much different.
Yeah,
so.
I agree. What do you think, Flame? But Joe Burrow this season, you think he gets a little comeback?
Like you said, he came out with the new hair. I mean, he comes out here kind of looking like Cody Rhodes a little bit out here or something. I don't know what he's got going on. But
You're
hey,
unmuted,
it's new hair, new way. I mean, it's always about the hair. Yeah. Trust me, as a man with good hair, I can tell you good hair gets you a long way.
Yeah.
Really need to get that Jamar Chase solidified out and get that done, I think. But I think the Bengals should have a good little turnaround season if he's able to stay healthy and go all the way again. Hopefully that's not an injury. That
like you said, it all comes down to health with any of these players too. Like it's all just like ifs if they stay healthy. Knocker, you're good. You can hear us. You're back. You're good.
I can hear you. Yes.
Okay.
Knock is here.
Knock is here.
Knock
welcome, dude.
Here.
What's up, y'all?
Good to see you. We are just going over just kind of the storylines in the off season a little bit, and then we're gonna get into our season prediction, our division winners here. Again, big story against Chicago now coming back. Caleb Williams, first round pick. He's saying he's the next, superstar of the league here. Looks good in the preseason. Looks good in the preseason, but that's preseason here, so let's all just calm down. I do think he's going to be good. I do think it's Chicago probably isn't the best destination for him just because of that whole organization and the whole, the stigma that's just the Bears and they blow it somehow. Knocker, I know you're a huge USC guy, so you think Caleb's going to be the next superstar, I'm guessing, yeah.
Well, I told you he was the real deal. I did. He fell victim to an injury, and then he fell victim to a defense. He put up numbers. He fell victim to a defense that was just horseshit. SC's defense for the last 2 years was crap. You know, the fact that they won that many games is a testament to him. He basically single-handedly won the Notre Dame game. He's got all the tools. Mentally, he's right up there. He'll be the best USC quarterback to play in the NFL. I firmly believe that. He's got great receivers in Chicago. They're a good young team.
Yep.
They're definitely going to be much improved.
That offensive line sucks still, though. That's going to be the thing. But you know,
understood. But it'll take a couple of years for the draft. They got their quarterback. They got the receivers. It's going to take a couple of years and some free agents to shore that up. But, you know, the other 3 teams in that division are not well, Detroit's probably a class above, but the other 2 teams are not invincible. So I think they have a decent shot. You know,
I don't think they're invincible, but I do think that is probably the best division in football this year. I think that with Jordan Love coming back, getting the huge contract, now the next greatest quarterback, and you know, since sliced bread, giving him all that money. Packers look good. The Lions, you know, are shotted to make the NFC Championship game possibly again. I mean, they've got talent all over the place. Minnesota's a little question mark, but I mean, I think that division is going to be pretty hard. That and the AFC North once again, is going to be, I think, the 2 hardest divisions. But it'll be interesting to see how he fares this season. I think I'm rooting for him. I hope he does well. I mean, I want to see. I'm not a Chicago fan, but I do like to see organizations that have like just shit the bed over years and years and years kind of bounce back and have some
for sure
some success. So yeah, it'll be
something's gotta work eventually.
Yeah, exactly, something's gotta work. Thank you, Eon, for the biddies again. Thank you, Anonymous, for the gift sub to the Gooch Goblin. Thank you again, Ron. Thank you, Tramp. Thank you, Roscoe. Thank you. I'm glad they signed CD.
Can I say something real quick, Josh?
Of course.
Gooch,
What's up?
you still high? You still high?
Yeah, absolutely. I haven't come down since they won it.
Congratulations, bro.
Look how much shit I bought.
Yeah.
This is all from the championship.
His shrine. It's his shrine to the Panthers behind him, dude. That's great.
Wendy and I are watching these games thinking about you, man. That just, it feels so good. I remember when the Kings won theirs for the first time, and it just feels wonderful. So I just want to make sure.
I hope they go on a run, man, because the Kings
man.
were relevant for a good while, and I think the Panthers have the ability to go at least another couple seasons up at the top.
Yes, sir. So I just want to get that out of the way. Make sure that.
No, you're good. We brought it up. I know you had. Yeah, we brought it up when you weren't when you were muted or whatever. So yeah, I congratulate him as well, because that had to just been an awesome sight to see. It's just Mama Sheet's in here. Mama Sheet's in here. Let's go, Mama Sheet. Mama Sheet made an account. That's fantastic. Look, it's Jacques. Your mom's in here, bro. She's hanging.
I was unaware that she had access to the internet. I didn't know she knew how that worked. You know.
Oh, Mama Sheet, that's fantastic.
Don't worry, Mama Sheet. I'll get the hemorrhoid cream in the morning. I forgot. I know. I'm gonna go get it. Don't worry.
Oh man, and that's fantastic. And speaking of just another storyline here, it's a great Netflix documentary just came out on the sign stealer for Michigan. You guys should watch it.
I saw that pop up today.
Yeah, really, really good. I didn't realize how in-depth and crazy it went into, and he was an ex-military guy, and like he had this whole system worked out, and you know, and then speaking of the Jim Harbaugh, you know, obviously wins his national championship and then says, fuck it, I'm taking my coaches and I'm leaving. You guys can deal with the scandal. Heads over to the Chargers to take on a very talented Chargers team, but it's kind of been in disarray. Lost a couple pieces in Eckler and stuff, but still got a quarterback. How do you think Harbaugh translates here going back to the NFL, Pops? I know you've kind of been a Harbaugh guy here or there, but do you think he comes back and has success here with the Chargers and what is another tough division as well?
He'll definitely make them a winner. You know, he will. It's just the proof's in the pudding. Everywhere he's gone, he's won. It just doesn't matter where. Now, how he wins, you might want to question, but the fact is, he wins football games. His teams win football games, and he does it in a relatively short period of time.
Yeah.
So he does have talent. I think it's all going to come down to, is his style compatible with what to me looks like a kind of a laid back kind of quarterback. So if they can get on the same page and they could pull in the same direction, then yes, I think they've got a really good shot to be a really good team in the next couple of years for sure.
Jacques, you back that up with Knocker's saying, or what do you think about Harbaugh here in the league this year? Come back.
Yeah, I liked Harb Hall, what he did up in Michigan. He did a real good job there. He goes to a Chargers team that, needed a few weapons, needed a little bit of a direction, I think. And he's a good guy to kind of steer them the right way. I mean, they've got a, good running back selection. You still got Herbert if he can figure it out. I don't know if he'll be able to figure it out in the end. But either way, I think he's going to kind of right that ship. I'm not going to say championship contender, but
yeah,
I think he'll turn it around, be able to get some stuff going the right way, get some guys in to help that offense, and maybe bring the Chargers back up to at least back up to pace.
Yeah, it'll be, like I say, he's in a hard division there, so it'll be interesting to see how he translates back into the NFL. A decade later, or whatever it's been. So it'll be another story to tell. And again, so many storylines kind of going into this season as well. You've got C.J. Stroud and the Texans. Is he gonna come back and dominate? Again,
Diggs going to be disgruntled.
Yeah,
Again.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then there's like the mess that is the Cowboys this season. I know, they're just in shambles. I know they signed CeeDee Lamb, the highest paid wide receiver in the league. But he's got Dak throwing to him, and we've got injuries galore. And
is that what the shambles is? Is the Dak?
Yeah, that in our running game. I mean, we signed our ex-girlfriend. It's like going back after your ex-girlfriend, dude. And you got Ezekiel Elliott, and then we're trying to look at other running backs. Just a mess over there right now. So. Again, yeah, it's going to be a wild scene. I think it's going to be a while to see how Jerry handles this all during the season. But let's get into
He did say we're all in, and I mean, he clearly just went all in the garbage can. So I mean, he's right where y'all need to be. I think. So
dude.
It's okay now.
We'll sleep at the wheel.
Yeah, we'll start with the AFC here in the East. We'll start with the Jets, Dolphins, Patriots, and Bills right here, Knocker. Usually, obviously, a division won by the Patriots majority of the past couple decades here, but now it's kind of been the Bills kind of the last few years, and then now the Dolphins coming out and being kind of the shining star in that division. But you got Aaron Rodgers returning with the Jets. We'll go around the horn here and just give me who you think wins that division and why. Knocker, who do you think takes the AFC East this year? The Jets, Dolphins, Patriots, or Bills?
Well, I think it's kind of funny that Aaron Rodgers with the Jets. Well, he's old as fuck, and it's the Jets. Okay, it's the Jets are like the Bears.
Yeah,
it's the Jets. God couldn't get them to the playoffs, so they're not making the playoffs.
So you don't have the Jets even making a wild card appearance at all?
No.
Wow.
No, they're the Jets.
Wow.
They're a hot mess, in my opinion.
Okay.
Miami's going to win that division. The Patriots are still trying to figure out what the hell's going on. Buffalo's going to give them a run, but I really think that the window is almost closed on this Buffalo team. They were right there, and they didn't get there.
And they've lost some pieces now.
And yeah, it starts to wear. So. Yeah. If they don't do it this year, then I don't see them doing it in the next 4 or 5 years. So, but I think Miami is strong. Apparently, Tua did not like their coach.
Yeah, he did not. Yeah.
Apparently, from the comments,
that was obvious.
He just called him a nasty person, or just
he said he would just insult him. He just argued all the time. He always talked down to him and stuff.
I think they are where Buffalo was like 3 years ago. I think Miami's
they kind of shifted. So Buffalo's more the wild card team. Jets win the division. Dolphins win the division here,
in my opinion.
All right, what do you, Gooch? Are you on that same sentiment as Knocker here with your Dolphins?
I didn't want to be because of last season. I wanted to only talk about good things, but last season was like we didn't get the podcast to those weeks where they just effectively choked the rest of the season away. And I thought they were over that December slump, and they doubled down with the mistakes. So the Bills are getting worse, but the Dolphins are still in that prove it stage of like, can they get over their mistakes? They just shoot themselves in the foot all the time. Can McDaniel learn how to play call in tough situations and know when to call timeouts and do certain he's definitely a person who can learn from his past mistakes, and I hope they do that this season. I will say they're going to win the division, but as always, it won't be pretty. Okay,
Tony, who do you like? You like your Jets and Aaron Rodgers? They're talking shit on your Jets over here. They're saying no playoffs for your Jets, Tony. What do you say, dude?
If Knocker has them losing, they're going to win. It's just how it goes. So I'm going to go with the Jets, and then maybe Dolphins after them.
The Jets and then Dolphins make the wild card there. I like that. Right? I like it. You're kind of right. He is the dark cloud, and he's usually wrong about everything he says about the NFL. So,
dark cloud, and he's usually wrong. Oh, sorry, that's my fault.
Yeah, thanks, Knocker. Professional at its best over there. Gotta love it. All right, so Tony's on the Jets. Gooch is on the Dolphins with Knocker as well, winning the division. Jacques Sheet over there. What does these say about the AFC East, sir?
Oh, the AFC East. You know, the Buffalo Bills here have been kind of running shop a little bit because the Dolphins can't figure out how to get over them. And then you've got the Patriots, how the mighty have fallen.
Yes.
And then you've got the Jets. Oh, look, we got Aaron Rodgers, and he goes down in the first drive. So that was a play last year. This year, it's kind of going to be a little bit of a shakeup, I think. You know, the Patriots still ain't got it figured out. We all know that's going to happen here.
Yeah.
I think this is going to come down to one factor, and that being, like somebody once told me, the Buffalo Bills, nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
Well, that circle hit something. They got clipped by a cactus or something. I don't know what happened. That wagon's all kind of screwed up now. They're going to be fighting with the Jets for second place. The Dolphins have all the weapons. The Dolphins have they're over there playing musical chairs who they want to play a wide receiver. Who's two are going to throw the ball to? I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I think the Dolphins win this division pretty easily, with the Jets and the Bills fighting it out for second place.
Yeah, I'm actually
being a Dolphins.
I kind of agree with you, Flame, as well. I think that, and kind of what Knocker said and Gooch as well. I actually kind of agree with Tony, though. I do think the Jets have a good shot to make at least a wild card spot in this division.
They're gonna surprise everybody. Everyone's gonna lose money on them.
They are stacked on offense, and they have a really good defense. And I feel like if Aaron Rodgers obviously can stay healthy, that team can sling it. I like the Dolphins to win the division. I think they sweep the Patriots during the year. Patriots are just a pitiful team. I think they split with the Bills and maybe split with the Jets. But I do think the Dolphins win that division by a couple games. I do like the Jets to sneak in as a wild card, and I am just down on the Bills. I just think that, like you said, they had their run about 2 or 3 years. They've lost a lot of weapons. I mean, how much does Josh Allen have left in the tank to really make these crazy huge plays with not a lot of talent around him anymore? I mean, James Cook is now going to be his running back's his biggest target now. I mean, I just don't see the Bills winning more than 50% of their games here. I think it's going to be very hard for them and struggle all season to move the football. So I like the Dolphins win the division, the Jets to sneak in as a possible wild card out of the AFC East here. So we'll move into the AFC North again, one of the best divisions in football. You got the Ravens back in action again with Lamar, stacking it with their running game as well. They got Zay Flowers, a nice second-year rookie coming out as well. They've got Mark Andrews still. I think they're still the dominating force in that division. But again, you've got Cleveland on the bounce back as well. Really good defense. I know they don't have Nick Chubb, who's coming off an injury. He's going to be setting out the first 4 games. How good is Deshaun Watson going to be? They did pick up Jerry Jeudy. So they've got some talent around them as well. Pittsburgh, I just think this is the last year we see Tomlin. I don't know how he keeps his job after this season. And can we just what the hell? Like I talked about the other day, might be one of the biggest fall-offs for a player I've ever seen is Russell Wilson. 5 years ago, this guy was talked about as the next it guy in football as far as a quarterback, his attitude, the way he ran around and made plays. And then all of a sudden now he can't even hold the job, and he's losing out his job in Pittsburgh. I just think that team is absolutely in shambles as far as on a talent perspective. I don't think they can match up against much this year. And then you got the Bengals, who are another a lot of talent, but can they put it together finally in a season and actually make it work? So again, this division, I think, for me, I got to give it to the Ravens. I think the Ravens are going to win this division outright. And I do think that the Bengals or the Browns have a possible chance to get in as a wild card here, Knocker. What are your thoughts on the AFC North?
Well, Pittsburgh did name him the starter, by the way.
Oh, I know they did. I'm just saying he might. I think they have to give it to him. Just they have to do it. I think they're forced their hand to do it.
And you said Cincinnati finally puts it together. Well, they did put it together for 2 years. Okay. Jamar got his money. Burrow's back healthy. They were in the Super Bowl.
They were
what 2-3 years ago. That's they deal with some injuries and this and that. The Ravens are definitely the best team in the division. I mean, you just have to give them the nod.
Yeah.
And like you said, the Browns are the Browns. The Browns, the Jets, the Bears. They're always the Browns, the Jets, and the Bears. No matter how many times you try and prop them up, they do the same damn thing to you. So I'm going to go with definitely the Ravens to win the division. I don't even think it'll be a contest, but I think the Bengals make a wild card. And like you said, if they can stay healthy and Burrow can stay healthy, I think they got a shot. There'll definitely be a wild card, but I think they got a shot to do something in the playoffs if they stay healthy.
Yeah, what do you think, Gooch? Ravens pride of the division here once again.
I'm looking at the records from last season, and for the Steelers, having Russell Wilson, he's not a quarterback minded. He's not focused on the game anymore. He's just a brand that he's just making deals, and then he peaked clearly during his Super Bowl runs and has just kind of just let it ride literally until the wheels fall off. I just don't see any hope from the Steelers in that end. They went 10-7 last year. They're not going to repeat that.
Yeah.
The Bengals will also not be 9-8. That whole division finished over 500. I think the Bengals will definitely have a better record. The Ravens are winning this division though. Yeah. It's just going to be tight between the Browns and Bengals for that wild card if they are going to go for it. With the Jets now and that in the mix all of a sudden.
I agree. It's gonna be interesting too to see how much Derrick Henry's got left in the tank. I actually have him in my fantasy league.
He's in the most injury-prone team he could ever be on.
Yeah, he is. But they're gonna force feed him the ball, I think, and they're gonna use him in that goal line stance. I think with him and Lamar as a dual running threat, that's got to be big, for defenses to try and defend against. So, Tony, what are your thoughts here, man? Against Ravens, Bengals, Browns, Steelers, who walks away with this division here?
The Browns.
The Browns. I like it, dude. Tony's going on Jets
and then
and Browns.
The Ravens are going to come in second.
Yes, I love you, Tony.
Whatever the fuck, wild card.
Oh, God. All right. I need to, document these. We need to write them down to make sure to see how many right Tony get at the end of the season.
I know, right?
We got to, see how wrong we are.
Yeah. I'll post them up in our Discord when we're done. When I repost the show, I'll post what we guys picked. All right. Tony's going Browns to win the division, Jets to win the AFC East. He's all over it. Jacques Sheets, what do you got, man? AFC North.
I'm not gonna lie, I like this division. I like all four teams. I think they made the right moves. Will it pan out? Time will tell. I think this will be one of those years, though. Again, I think Pittsburgh's actually going to end up at the bottom of this one this time, and it's not going to be an 8-8 season. It's not going to be another even season where Tomlin walks out with, I've never had a losing record. I think it's going to happen this year because this division is a little too stacked to not do that. Same thing with the Browns here. I mean, you lose Chubb first 4 games, not that big of a deal. You still have some weapons. You still got Hunt, still got Cooper. You're going to be able to move the ball. Agreed. You're going to contend with the Bengals and Ravens. But I have this as a major shootout between the Bengals and Ravens all season, and it's going to come down to who stays healthy where.
Agree.
If Derrick Henry stays healthy with the Ravens, they take it. If they don't and Joe Burrow and the offense get it together, they take it. Either way, one of them is going to win the division. The other one's getting a wild card at the end of the day. But it's going to be between the Bengals and the Ravens. I'm going to be honest here. I'm going to go Bengals on taking
Bengals to win the division. All right, I like it. Going with Burrow on this. All right,
we'll
see.
To change my pick to the Browns and Tony's Keebler.
I know it's not the best picture.
Really convincing.
Getting freaking rammed from behind by the Keebler elf, dude. Listen. Hey, if they win this year, Tony called it. Tony called it. Browns, Jets win the division. All right. We've got the AFC South, probably one of the weaker divisions in football here. You've got the Jags coming off a decent season last year. The Titans obviously rebuilding. The Texans, CJ Stroud looks like an absolute star. Can he, bring back that same magic he had from last season? They've got a couple new weapons as well over there with Diggs. And the Colts, can they stay healthy? Can Richardson stay healthy? He's a big boy, man. That dude can run the football and throw it as well. It's a crazy division. You kind of look at it and you're like, Texans, Jags, but I think the Colts might be a dark horse here in this division. Knocker, what are your thoughts? AFC South right now, Jags, Titans, Texans, and Colts. Who you got win the division here?
I think your dark horse with the Colts is pretty strong, Josh. I really do. I think it's a pretty strong choice. Yeah. Again, always health. The Jags, I don't know what to think, man. Sunshine just keeps fumbling the ball and turning it over. They had a good year. I think they got farther than they should have. They won a couple of lucky games. I mean, really lucky games. And I really like what the Texans are doing. I really like the second half of their season last year, and I like the fact that they now have a solid quarterback, something to build on. They're not, they're not fooling around. With the other clown who went to
they got Stephon Diggs now. They got Tank Dell, Nico Collins. They've
got some players, and the enthusiasm of their crowd, the enthusiasm, of everybody around that team when they're playing well, I think really does help them. So, I'm going to go with the Texans and a shootout between the Colts and the Jags for second.
Yeah, they got Joe Mixon as well. I mean, they're just stacked with talent over there. So you said you got Houston. I'm sorry, Houston to win the division, and maybe who coming out as a wild card?
Either the Colts or the Jags. I think they will shoot it out between those two, and the Titans are
okay.
They're a little bit.
You're going Houston to win the division. All right, Gooch. Correct. What are your thoughts, man? AFC South. Who you got coming out of there?
Yeah, I'm looking through the teams. The Titans, they're not a threat. They have so many new pieces. It's gonna take at least a few seasons for them to get gelled if they even have anything to build off of.
Agreed.
I agree with the Colts being a surprise pick because they got Joe Flacco as a backup. They Anthony Richardson gets a second chance after having an early exit. You know, Jonathan Taylor coming back after injury, so it seems like they're locked and loaded. The the Jaguars, they were second in the division, but they're not going to repeat as that because they have Mac Jones as their backup. If sunshine goes down, and a bunch of players that are just, I don't know, band-aids, I guess. Like they're not really meaningful as far as impact. So yeah, the Texans got the more firepower, but yeah, it's gonna be close with the Colts. I say the Colts are a close second. All
right, what do you got, Tony? You gonna go with Jags? You gonna go with Texans, Colts? Who you got here?
For the first time in my life, I think I'm going to agree with Naka. It just makes sense to me. Maybe he's starting to make sense halfway through the show. Maybe it takes him a while.
It took a while for the edibles.
I think that edibles are kicking in. That's what I said. He's starting to agree with
I like DoorDash edibles now. It's crazy.
Dude, can you really? You're DoorDash and edibles? That's awesome.
It's not DoorDash, it's a different service.
Yeah, but the same thing? That's dope.
Get it right to the house.
That's fantastic. That and a nice sub sandwich. Bring them all over, baby.
I'll take a veal parmesan.
Yeah, exactly.
And a nerd's rope.
That's fucking fantastic. That's great. Oh, man. All right, Flame, who you got? Tony's green with Knocker on the Texans. Scooch on the Texans. Are you as well?
This division, again, I said last year, I'd like this division with the new quarterbacks, everybody going out there with it. I'm going to go a little bit different against the grain here. I'm sorry, I'm not impressed with Jacksonville. They haven't made enough of that effort to make that push to keep up with what the rest of this division is doing. I think they're going to fall down to last, and it's going to be a close one. They'll be in a shootout with the Titans, but I think the Titans made some good moves in the offseason to compete with them. They're going to be a solid third. This is definitely going to come down to the Texans and the Colts. And again, I've got this going the same way. I've got the AFC North, where I think the Texans take the division, the Colts take the wild card.
Okay, I like it.
It's going to be one or the other between them.
Yeah, I'm actually not as down on the Titans as a lot of people. I think they actually got some good talent. They've got Hopkins, Calvin Reed. I mean, Will Levis or Levi, however you want to say his name, is not terrible. I think with some weapons around him, he could play well.
Is that the guy who puts mayo in his coffee?
No, does he really? Didn't know it.
Yeah, I think he does.
Yeah. How could you trust him?
I don't know if I can trust. That's disgusting. Oh man, that's so gross, dude. Big old slop of freaking. Oh man, that's gross. But I do think the Titans are actually gonna be competitive this season. I think they're going to give some trouble to some teams. I'm not saying that they're going to make the playoffs, but I do think they're going to be better than expected. I'm down on Jacksonville too, man. I'm kind of over the whole Jacksonville experiment project, whatever they do with Lawrence. I feel like they've had these couple good teams in the past. They can never string in, a couple good wins together, or just, I don't know. I'm down on them as well. I do think that the Colts are going to fight for the division with the Texans pretty well this year. Again, if they stay healthy, obviously. I do like the Texans to win the division, but I do like the Colts to make the wild card. I do think they're going to make a very good push, and I think they could be dangerous with the weapons they have around Richardson. So I like, again, Texans to win the division and the Colts to come in the wild card. So I have seen mayo and coffee. That's just, it's the culture. The culture sucks. There's no identity. Oh, you're saying for Jacksonville? Yeah, they're constantly turning over coaches. I don't know. Coors Light, mayo, and coffee. What's the difference? Shut up, Chaos. Shut the fuck up.
That's a good one.
God damn it. Next up here, we've got the AFC West here, one of the more competitive divisions as well. You got the Denver Broncos. Bo Nix, named starter, looks good in the preseason. Looks like they've kind of changed their little culture over there now after Russell Wilson departed. That was a circus. Then again, you got talked about the Chargers, Jim Harbaugh. The Raiders seem to be like a lost cause this year. We'll see how long Devontae Adams stays on that team before he's traded away or just asked to be traded or stops playing. And Kansas City, obviously coming back, Super Bowl championships. Mahomes pretty much brings back all the talent that he had last year. Receiving core is a little thin, but again, it's Mahomes. He plays, players good around him. I think Isaiah Pacheco is going to be another stud season for him. I'd like the Chiefs here, obviously, to win the division. I don't really see a team actually coming out of the AFC West as far as a wild card team here. I think that the Raiders really struggle all year. I think the Broncos are decent, but not a wild card team. And I do think the Chargers behind Harbaugh struggle the first year or two to kind of get things rolling, maybe acclimate to his system, his coaching style. Same thing with their quarterback. I like the Chiefs, obviously, to run away with this division once again. Knocker, what are your thoughts?
Well, yeah, I mean, you'd have to be crazy to not pick the Chiefs to win the division and not get to the AFC Championship game. I mean, they're just that good.
Yeah.
They seem like they never lose players, which is in this day and age really interesting because they've basically kept, except for Tyreek, they basically kept their team together.
Yeah.
Which makes it that much easier to continue.
And I hear they just released that one receiver, that head case receiver that drops all the balls too.
He dropped the ball all the time. I mean,
they just dropped him off the team.
For God's sakes, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
The Raiders, I bet they wish they didn't never trade a car because you don't know what you got till it's gone, and they've been struggling at that position since he left. It wasn't his fault, silver and black. It wasn't his fault. They have a decent team. I think they just don't seem to get any breaks in the Chargers, especially on defense. People get hurt. Something about the Chargers, people get hurt. It's that culture. If they got a slight chance at a wild card if they can put everything together, but I'm kind of like with you. I don't see a wild card coming out of there.
Yeah.
So you're looking at Chiefs, Chargers, Raiders, and Bo Nix isn't going to turn that around in 1 year. Fear the reload.
He's not, but I like the fact that he looks good though, and I mean they got Javonte Williams on over there, which could surprise some people.
But the
running
fact
back,
that he's 40 years old already, that's a problem. I mean, he was in college for what, 15 years?
Yeah, so, he's the Drew Brees, the new Drew Brees, basically.
Bo Nix has been in college for 15 years. Man.
Yeah. All right, Gooch, what do you think? You think the Chiefs run away with the division once again?
Yeah, they win by default. Just because every other team is so shallow. Like the Chargers will have their improvement; they'll be second, but they won't make them wild card.
Yeah.
The Raiders. I mean, if Max Crosby goes down, if Minshew goes down, if Devontae Adams, like any one of them is a key pillar, and that entire team collapses.
Yeah.
It's same thing with the Broncos. Like if Bo Nix goes down, they have a bunch of just mid backups, and they don't really have much depth. So Kansas City wins by default.
All right, Tony, agree. We rounded out with the Chiefs here. Mahomes rolling away, Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce.
Everyone else this fucking blows anyway. So how do you pick anyone else? You got to go with the Chiefs.
So true, so true. I think the Chiefs just run away with it. Flame, what do you got on this one, buddy?
I think this one's obviously going the Chiefs' way. I mean, whenever your starting quarterback is Mustache Minshew, I mean, that's a problem a little bit there. I will say I like the moves I saw the Broncos make in the offseason. The draft went really good for him. I see Bo Nix being someone you can build this team around. Even if he doesn't go as long as you want him to go, at least you can kind of build it, bring somebody in later, whatever you got to do there. And you'll see the Broncos and the Chargers kind of pull away from the Raiders. I mean, they're all pulling away from the Raiders.
Yeah.
And this is going to go the Chiefs' way. I mean,
it's kind of hard to pick unless some catastrophic injuries happen to Mahomes and the rest of the team. It was pretty much a walkthrough for him.
Yeah.
Still think they're going to shove Taylor down our throats.
They had a hell of an offseason, though. I'll say that.
I know people hate on Taylor, but it's not Taylor's fault, dude. She's just at the game. Like, it's the NFL that's shooting her and she's like, it's not just she went there to go support her fucking boyfriend. Like, so it's like, don't get pissed at her. It's the NFL trying to capitalize on her popularity to drive the sports to more of a fan audience. Like, it's not nothing to do with her. Like, she's just there supporting. Yeah, exactly. It's like, trying to shove it down our throats, but
they're not blowing up Simone Biles just whenever she goes to the Bears. And
exactly. Exactly.
Don't blow that up, but
all right, exactly. So, all right, before we get into the NFC, let's pick our 4 new contestants for our fantasy league. Our draft is going to be this Sunday at 3 p.m. Pacific. If there's anyone in chat that would like to get in that you have not got on the list, let me know in chat right now. Again, make sure that you are going to be in the league, though. You are going to be changing your team, playing competitively, because again, these spots are coveted. People want to get into the league, so don't just get in because you just want to see how fun it can be. Like I want you to be having fun with it, but I also want you to take it seriously and not just sit back and not play along. So you want me to take you off verbal? You want me to take you off the list? Are you okay? I can take you off. I would like to play. Oh, I can put you on the list, Fear. That's cool. Put Fear in there. I can put you in there.
You can't make that time slot for the draft. That doesn't mean you can't be in it. You can auto draft your team if you're serious about being.
Yeah,
in the league.
you can auto draft your team verbal. It's okay if you're serious about being in the league, though. That's all I worry about. You don't. Like, I understand time zones and stuff. You can't all be there, but no, I'll leave you on the list, dude. Like you can. I know you wanted to get in, and yeah, you don't have to be there. You could auto draft, dude. So I'll put you in there.
Auto draft will probably do better than Josh
anyway.
anyway.
Sit out. He said he still wants to sit out. So
I still want to sit out. Okay, you got it. No worries at all. No worries at all.
AFB said he wanted out too.
What's that? Who did?
AFB said you can take me off.
Oh,
too.
AFB did. Okay, cool. Okay. All right. Let's spin the wheel. We got 4 chances, and again, you got 4 people. We're gonna load in. Again, if you finish the bottom 4, you get 1 year of relegation. So
Unless
again,
you're me.
unless you're Tony or Flame, then you get a little relief. So
a little leeway.
yeah, a little leeway. So if not, here we go. Our first one in the league is going to be, let's see, gonna go against us here. Ooh.
Hey, what's with the fireplace back there, Josh?
Cats Gaming. Oh, I know he wanted to get in. Oh, you like it, dude? Setting the ambiance, dude. Setting the ambiance,
I like
bro.
it.
Setting the ambiance. Football season. Cats, congratulations. You are in the league. No, Ron, would you like me to put you on there? I can real quick.
Does that fireplace give off heat?
No, it does not.
Oh, thank God.
Mainly
I'm
for
sweating looking at it.
no, mainly for looks, dude. I'm trying to act like it's cold outside, even though it's 95 degrees and my air conditioner's running.
Hey, fireplace out here in LA.
It's
like,
101 with 80% humidity.
Yeah, I'm trying to act like it. Throw you in there, Omen. You got it, dude. You got it. Here you go, Omen. You got it. Ron, I'll throw you in there as well. Yeah, it's more ambiance. Do they have to be here? No, they don't have to be here. All right, so Alcats got in. Let me just mark it in here. All right, here we go. Round number 2. Here we go.
Dre Day, I'm not even going to touch that.
Rose is getting in. GG's Rose hopping in. Our second spot. Rose getting in. GG's.
So close.
So close. Maven's pick wants to get in. All right, here you go, Mavens. I'll get you in here. All right, we are going to pick our 3rd team here. Here we go. Let's see. We got. Ooh, Cyber Dial. Let's go. I know Cyber won again. Let's go. Cyber Dial.
He sent a picture. He's got a tattoo.
Yeah, I saw his picture.
Something on his body.
I saw it. Yeah.
So I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. Cats, Rose, and Cyber Dial. 1 more to go, chat. 1 more to go. Cyber, you are in the league.
Should be eliminated just for that.
just for that. Yeah.
Sorry.
I will send you guys a link tomorrow to get into the league, so you guys have it. What?
All right.
What up, Eon? Yeah, I put Mavens in there. Here we go.
Kevin on there? Is Disturb Smile?
No, he got relegated. He can't play this year.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, he got relegated, dude. All right, here we go. Be more pause in the league.
Let's go.
Fresh meat. Let's do it.
Fresh meat pause. Our Ravens boy. Fresh meat into the pot. Yeah, I can set up another league so those that didn't make it can play in a fun league. I can totally do that. Yeah, I will set that up tomorrow for you all. I can do that.
Maybe the winner of that gets an automatic ticket.
Yeah, maybe a winner of that gets an automatic ticket in. That's actually a really good idea. I'll do that. I'll set that up.
Beautiful things coming.
Yeah, I'll set that up. Let me put it in the homework real quick. I'll set that up. The winner of that league, we can have get an automatic bid in. I like that a lot. Yeah. Put that in number 2. Yeah, we'll have a B squad. Yeah, we'll have a B squad. I'll set it up tomorrow, and then the winner of that league gets an automatic bid into the next league. I like that. I like that. That'll work out good.
Guam. I've been trying it 4 years.
So we'll do that. That'll be fun. All right.
Suck.
So we'll set them tomorrow, and I will make a post in Fantasy Football. So if you're interested in joining that league, I'll send the invites out tomorrow for you guys. So I will ping you guys in there. Count you in. Yeah, so we'll do that. That's a nice little. That's a good idea, Gooch. Well, that's a really good idea. Get an automatic bid. Qual's been trying to get it for 4 fucking years. All right, let's head into the NFC and round up. And, oh God, and round off our predictions here, and then we'll close it out. And again, I can't believe next week we're picking games already, boys. Get ready. We're gonna be here Wednesday.
I know, right?
Already
picking games week 1. All right, NFC East, which is normally a pretty tough division, but this year not looking so good. The Eagles, yeah, the Eagles are the pride of this might have the best running back in the game. Stealing away from the Giants. The Giants just look terrible behind their quarterback, Danny Dumpster Fire. They got that really good rookie receiver, but other than that, they don't have much talent around the football. The Commanders are interesting. They've got a few pieces over there. They got Eckler from San Diego. They got a decent running game as well. They still got Scary Terry and Jaden Daniels, but again, not much impressed. And again, the Cowboys, like I said, are not in for a good season. They are just going to be in turmoil. I think their defense is still really good, but they are solely on CeeDee Lamb. Like, that's all they have. They don't have a running game. They don't have much talent other than CeeDee Lamb on that team. Ferguson's all right. They're tied in, but the Eagles are obviously the pride of the division. As much as I hate to say it, I think the Eagles walk away at this division. I think they almost sweep the division here. I think they're that good. They can stay healthy. The only thing that worries about the Eagles is the quarterback and the coach don't get along. And it's been very known that they don't like each other. They don't get along. So I think that is kind of interesting storyline to look at as we go through the season. I don't think anybody makes a wild card out of this division. I think the Eagles, like the Chiefs, it's just theirs to win by default. What are your thoughts, Knocker?
Well, I was told today, well, the Cowboys picked up Dalvin Cook. So, you know, they've still got problems. And again, as long as Jerry's there, they're just not going to win. And it's so frustrating if you're a Cowboys fan. It's got to be, because they just have, up to this year, they had a ton of talent. It's kind of depleted and watered down a little bit this year. The Eagles will win by default. I think they're like this close to a hot mess based on. Yeah, like I feel like they could be really good, or they're just something's going to implode there. Like, I don't know. Yeah, just based on how they performed the last 2 or 3 games and in the playoffs last year. Yeah. Where are you headed? Where are your brains? What's the culture in that locker room? What's the identity of that team? What is? Yeah. I get it. So by default they win. By default, the Cowboys are second. Yeah. And I think Washington's better than the Giants. Yeah. So, agree. I kind of with you on that. I think the Cowboys have a very outside chance of maybe hitting a wild card if they can kind of put things together. But I think the Eagles obviously win the division. Gooch, what are your thoughts? Same thing here. I mean, it's like you said with the Chiefs, kind of default pick here.
I do want to pick the Eagles. They don't have that tush push cheat code this season, don't they? Because Kelsey's gone. Mm-hmm. I don't know. If
that is true. That is true. Jason Kelsey's gone and Fletcher Cox is gone.
They used that play like the Wildcat when the Dolphins, made that relevant. So I just think eventually you find a way to counter it. And I don't know. I don't trust the Eagles really to run away with it as much as people are saying.
But you still think they win the division though?
I'm gonna say the Cowboys win the division.
Oh, what are you doing, you fucker? Don't do that, you son of a bitch. Oh my God. I think someone slipped him the edibles. All right, Gooch is gone with the Cowboys.
Travels through bandwidth.
Oh, really man. Wow. Gooch is over here. He's still living. That hockey's still flowing through him right now. I don't know if he's thinking correctly right now.
Who cares if I'm wrong?
Oh, man. Tony, what are your thoughts here, dude? Eagles, Cowboys, Washington, Giants. Are you rolling with your... Don't tell me you're rolling with your Giants, dude. Don't fucking do it. Oh,
I think the Giants are going to take it.
I love him.
They're going to surprise everybody. And they're going to fucking destroy everybody. And maybe Cowboys second. That's a possibility.
Okay. All right. I like it, dude. I knew I liked Tony. How the Giants fans are winning him over right now.
I mean, I'm a New York guy, so what are you gonna do?
You imagine if
the team if I have to.
Can you imagine if the Jets and the Giants win out their divisions? Like, oh, the world would end. The world would crumble, and a meteor hits us.
Wow.
I mean, it makes sense with everything going on.
It does. Why not? You're right, man. It could. Stranger things have fucking happened. Jacques,
For sure.
I know you want to take a shot at the Cowboys, which I know you probably are, but yes, that is you. Go for it. The stage is yours, my friend.
Is it my turn? I have my hand
Yes, it is your turn.
Or is yours?
Man, all I heard this offseason was such good things. Dallas was, Jerry Jones had enough. He's all in. It's ready to go. Derrick Henry moves to Frisco, Texas, right down the road from that stadium. Oh, man, we need a running back. Here comes Derrick Henry. We're going to get this going so good. And then crickets.
Right?
For the rest of the offseason.
Oh, man.
Crickets.
Yeah.
Jerry Jones is playing golf, not even worried about paying CeeDee Lamb. Could care less if we pay that guy. I mean, hey, we got Ezekiel Elliott back, am I right?
Yeah.
Went down to the old retirement home, picked him up, and then what did we do after that? Went back to the same retirement home and picked up Dalvin Cook. Man, we're good over here in Dallas, am I right? Everything's good. You see, I'm not going to do like Gooch and give you false hope there, Joshua. I'm going to tell you straight to your face. Your Cowboys ain't going nowhere this year. Then to top it off, you took your best coach on your team and you gave him to your rival. Great move, guys. You did really good over there. Really good over there.
Mute this guy.
It was amazing. The best move you could do. Look, Philadelphia's just over there like, well, if you're not, I'm gonna. They picked up on all that. And sure enough, I mean, this is their division to lose at this point. Cowboys, honestly, third place. I'm going to give Washington a little bit of an edge here. I like what I see.
Yeah.
Dan Quinn built that defense. He's got the offensive weapons to beat it. I'm just saying. But hey, Dallas, don't worry. If you get the ball to the 50, you got a kicker that maybe can get there.
You can hit a 66-yarder.
Preseason. I mean, hey, if we can win on field goals, it's a win, I guess, if it makes you happy. You'll beat the Giants twice. Does that help?
I could feel the sarcasm.
Yeah, I can. It's oozing through the screen right now.
Dripping.
You know what's funny? You talk about the kicker. You know what's going to happen in total Cowboys way? You know, there's like, oh, they got the greatest kicker, and I made a 66-yarder. Guarantee week 4 he blows a 35-yard chip shot to win the game. Guarantee it happens. Guarantee.
He's going to break his leg in the first game.
Yeah, something's going to happen, dude.
First PAT wide left.
Yeah, he's gonna try and be like that guy that makes a tackle as a kicker and snaps his leg in half. Oh, yeah, totally. Oh man. All right, next up.
Here, Jesus.
It really is. Oh, we got the NFC
I
North.
make sure you're aware that I said no wild card for the Cowboys.
Yes, right? I am fully aware. You put him in third place. I'm fully aware.
Make sure you got it.
Next up. The NFC North, again, this division is pretty stacked now. You got the Bears reloaded with the Caleb Williams situation now. They're rookie. You got Minnesota kind of in, you don't really know what you're going to get. They got some pieces, but they're still going to be competitive. The Packers, Jordan Love, who's everyone's favorite quarterback now. I can't wait to just see the sophomore slump this kid has because it's coming. Everyone's got tape on him, and they pay this guy the most money ever off of 10 good games at the end of a season. It's just wild to me. And the Lions, man. Lions looking good. Can they make it back into the playoffs? Can they maybe possibly get to the NFC Championship game? They are stacked once again. Lions, Packers, Vikings, Bears. I like the Lions to win this division here, man. I think they're stacked on both sides. I think their defense is a little sus, but then, man, they can sling the ball around. They've got talent all over the field. We saw what they did last year. I think they build off of that as well. I like the Lions to win the division. I'd like the Packers to get in as a wild card. With the Bears finishing in third here, having a decent season with their new rookie, and the Vikings just kind of struggle, maybe win 5 or 6 games this season. Knocker, what do you got?
Who is Minnesota's quarterback?
Minnesota's quarterback, is Sam Darnold now after what's his name, JJ McCarthy, after JJ McCarthy tore his he's good.
Oh, yeah, he worked wonders for the fucking Jets.
He's good, Tony.
Oh, he's better over there.
From day one, he never should have left college early. Never. Mark Sanchez should have never left college early to play for the Jets. Both of those made huge mistakes, not only because they weren't ready, but they went to the Jets. Now Of course, Sanchez got to the AFC Championship game a couple of times.
The best USC quarterback.
It put them in different cultures, and they do a lot better. The Jets are just a mess. The Jets are the Jets, and Darnold was nowhere near ready to come out and play professional football.
Agree with that.
He was nowhere near ready to come out and play professional football.
Agree.
Sanchez, he was close, but if he'd have gone to another team, I really think he would have lasted longer in the league and done some really good things. That being said, Detroit obviously is class of that division.
Yep.
It's them and San Francisco are pretty much the class of the NFC. I'm gonna give Chicago a nod over the Packers.
Wow.
I'm sick of hearing how good the Packers are. Jordan Love, like I'm with you, Josh. I think he takes a step back.
I do too, man. I think they get tape on him.
And Caleb has the really good rookie year, like he had last year, until they start to figure him out as well. I'm gonna go there. The Bears could run off one of those seasons like they had, 4, 5, 6 years ago. They won 10, 11 games, just, by 2 points every single game or something like that. They might be able to do something like that again this year. So they're just a little bit looking in the door for a wild card. But Lions, Bears, Packers, Vikings.
All right, I like it. Gooch, what are your thoughts, man?
Yeah, the Packers. Don't they feel a little overrated?
Yes, that's what I'm saying, dude.
Like, not just because of the quarterback. I feel like it's the culture itself. Because we were saying the same thing with Aaron Rodgers. He was there for so long. He embraced that culture and made it his whole personality of just overconfidence, overhype.
True.
And just and like it just seems like that entire fan base, because they've been spoiled for so long. They have no results in the last decade. So they I don't know, but they always talk themselves up like they're going to be the best. It's like they're the Cowboys with the slightly better results. One good season with this guy, and now they're praising him and offering them these like lifelong deals. I just think they're a little overrated. They're like, Josh, I'm basically going to go with you here. The Lions are going to win the division.
Yeah.
Packers are going to maybe get a wild card spot. I want the Bears over the Vikings. I think the Bears will at least bump a little bit. And, not totally biased because Flores is on that team, but the Vikings are just trash.
They are. They really are. They are going to lose a lot of games. I mean, they've got weapons, but they got no one to throw to them. Like, they're just, I think they win 5 or 6 games maybe. Tony, what are your thoughts, dude, on the NFC North? Bears, Vikings, Packers, and Lions. Who's taking it?
You're not going to like this.
Oh, God. Uh-oh. He's going to pick the Packers.
No, the Vikings. And then the Tigers. Not the Tigers, the Lions. The Tigers are coming.
You're going with the Lions? The
Vikings and Lions.
I love it, dude. If this guy's called
1-2.
1-2. I love this dude and his picks. It's the greatest thing ever, man. I can't wait to post our picks.
You just lost all.
We really need to keep track of these picks.
Oh my! I know. I'm gonna document them when I go back and post the video.
Credibility with sports though.
Oh man, Jacques, what are your thoughts here? NFC North.
Oh man, NFC North, the mess that it is every year. Listen, I'm hearing a lot of hate on Jordan Love up in here from a guy who had to watch Jordan Love just beat his team out of the first round
yes,
of the playoffs last year.
Yes,
I mean, I'm just saying, I want to throw that out there first. Don't be so deceived by that and let that influence you too hard.
Oh, man.
With that being said, though, I think the Lions, again, they're the top notch of this division here. They've got all the weapons, everything goes their way here. I think they take this real easy. Once again, I'm going to go Green Bay second because I don't think Chicago has all the weapons they need to compete with that yet. I'm not saying they won't get second, but I think the Packers are going to be able to pull out the second place. Minnesota, I had a lot of hope with them with McCarthy. I really wanted to see what he was going to do this year, and I hated that he got injured. Maybe next year, we'll see it next year, whatever goes down from there. But I did want to see what he was going to do with Minnesota, and that hurt them a lot. So definitely fall down the last.
All right, so we're all going to pretty much take the Lions here, except for Tony going out with the Vikings, baby. I love it, dude. I just want to see these things hit me. Fantastic. The next division up here, we got 2 more to go. NFC South. We got the Tampa Bay Bucks, New Orleans Saints, Carolina Panthers, and Atlanta Falcons. Kind of a crapshoot division here. for me, I am really actually high on the Falcons. I think the Falcons are going to have a really, really good season. I think they have a lot of talent. I think Cousins is going to excel over there, especially with the coaching staff. You got Bijan Robinson, Drake London now. You've got a lot of key pieces, and I think that Kirk Cousins, again, I think Kirk Cousins got a raw deal, and most of the places he goes, that dude throws up numbers most of the time. I know he can't necessarily win the big national televised game, but the dude can ball, man. And I think Atlanta has the best team on both sides of the football here. I think Atlanta takes the division. I actually think no one else comes out of this division. I think it's pretty weak. The Saints are going to be kind of a nightmare. Panthers might be the worst team in football, along with the New York Giants. The Buccaneers will be interesting. They might throw up a good fight here to make a wild card possibly. Mike Evans, they still got a couple pieces of talent on that team, but right now I just think that Atlanta is going to shine in that division. I think they are going to be a dark horse, possibly make a little NFC title run here. I like Atlanta to take the division. Knocker, what do you got?
I want to give Tony like $100. And I want him to go to Vegas and lay down $100 on his division winners.
You know how much a
Because
flight
I
to
want to
Vegas
see what
is?
the pay.
It's gonna cost me
want
more
to
than 100.
see
You
what
fuck.
the astronomical payout would be for all of his division winners.
We gotta have someone here closer to Vegas. Put $1 on what I say. Maybe you fucking would have made.
Time him when you get there. Yeah.
I'm just wondering.
You imagine the parlay,
payout-
his division winner
that
parlay, dude?
Can you imagine what that parlay would pay out?
With the Jets and the Vikings on there, just like
At
the Giants.
I mean,
Yeah.
Come on.
100 to
Come
win
on.
10 million, dude. Cash it, dude.
Absolutely.
I'm with you.
Is Baker still the quarterback down in Tampa?
Tech, how you doing, Elite Tech? What's that?
Is Baker still my
Yeah,
quarterback?
Baker is
down
still
there
your
in
quarterback down there. Yeah, they still got some pieces. Mike Evans got an okay running game, but I think that they're the second best team. And I think Atlanta it looks really strong going into the season.
Well, he got him to the playoffs, and that means a lot going into the next year.
Yeah.
But you didn't mention Atlanta's tight end. I can't remember who he is, but they got a hell
Kyle
of a tight
Pitts.
end. They're pretty stacked as far as that goes, and they have a quarterback who most of the time he won't lose the game for you, and he's an absolute stud. If you saw the Netflix series Quarterback and saw all the pain and suffering that Kirk Cousins went through to stay on that football field, he's going to rally that team around him, and they're going to do whatever they can to keep him healthy. Because without him, they don't have a chance. So, but I'm with you. I think they win the division. Tampa comes in a real close second, and they may need some help with some other teams around the league to get into the wild card.
Right.
And then you get the Saints, and then
Saints are still, they got decent. They got Derek Carr still. They got Olave. They've got Kamara, and they've got a few pieces. But again, it's the Saints.
Carolina's a shit show.
Yeah,
so
they
there
really
you go.
are.
That's my picks.
What do you got, Gooch?
Yeah, Carolina's going to be eating everybody's tailpipes. They're not going to get anywhere close to the wild card even. Saints are going to be mid. They're going to be like either 500 or just below it.
Agree.
I think that the Falcons will take a wild card spot and that the Bucks will win the division.
Oh, I got the Bucks winning the division. Okay. I think that's definitely going to see the fight out.
Baker.
Yep.
It's 100%.
Yep. All right, Tony, what do you got here, dude?
Well, I'm going to say fuck the Bucks, right?
Yeah, fuck the Bucks.
But I like Atlanta.
Okay.
I like Atlanta.
Okay.
And then New Orleans.
Okay. The Saints right there. That could be interesting. Like I said, they're going to give like a 500 season. I think they could have a couple things go right for them.
Blow fucking goats.
Go blow some goats over there. The Bucks. I love it. What do you got, Jacques?
Goat Island.
The NFC South here. What do you got?
I think I'm in agreement with everybody else here. Really, Atlanta made the right move picking up Cousins. It's going to work out really good. Cousins is going to be able to go in, do what he needs to do, and he's going to turn that team around. That quarterback was what they needed, and I think they pulled a good one with Cousins. Again, Minnesota. How do you feel about not having him now?
Yeah, right.
Anyway,
agree.
But I think that he kind of turns this Atlanta team around, and I want to count the Saints out. Something tells me to count them out, put them in third, but it's going to be between them and Tampa. But eventually one of these two teams is going to have to start making some moves to do something because their competitivity is not just between them two anymore. So, and one of them might squeak a wild card depending, who wins what. So I can't sneak it past them. Like I said, it'll probably be between them two and Green Bay for the wild card, more than likely.
Yeah.
Carolina, enjoy it.
Yeah, it's going to be a rough season for them. It's going to be rough for Carolina this season. They might not win more than 4 games. I mean, maybe.
Sheets, was that enough of a pull for the Saints? Because Mama Sheets threatened to throw you out of the basement if you didn't pull for the Saints. So was that enough love for the Saints, Mama, or does he need to start looking for a place to stay?
Listen, if that's the case, then I'm just happy to be below sea level with the.
Oh, that's fantastic. She said, "Make sure, can you please rewind your porno tapes too?" She's had to. She said that in chat too. So, yeah, dude, come on, be courteous.
They got bushes on them. Rewind.
No more porn and Cheetos for you, Sean.
We got the DVDs now. No need to rewind. You can just go to whichever one you want to see.
Wow, dude.
You can always use the websites too.
Yeah, look at Tony's
do it on your phone, though. Don't do it on your computer.
Grainy. Maybe
get a porn phone like I have.
Get a porn phone? Grainy.
2 phones, one for the job.
Oh, you need a porn phone? You can't be, you know how expensive my computer is?
Oh,
getting a virus on a computer?
Oh, yeah, Tony. Oh, Lord, Tony's got a burner phone. It's usually not for drugs, it's for porn.
One hand and then the other. He's fucking beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my God, it's fantastic. I love you, Tony. All right, next up, we've got the NFC West. We got the NFC West, our last division here. We got the Rams, Seahawks, Niners, Cardinals, and a very good division here as well. Niners, obviously the pride of the NFC. I think they've got one of the best teams in football. I don't think that's, a question here. The Niners, though, looking to come back and win that division again. I've actually been very, very high on the Rams coming in this season. I think they actually have a bounce back year. If Stafford can stay healthy, they've got weapons. Nakua can stay healthy, obviously. Cooper Kupp, their running game is right back in it as well. I think the Rams are a dark horse as well to come out of the NFC here and challenge the Niners. Seahawks, again, I can't get behind Geno Smith. The receivers are another year older. They just I feel like they're kind of a lost team that doesn't really have an identity yet as well. And the Cardinals, I mean, their quarterback's too busy playing COD. It's just the Cardinals. I think that they're just a head case. I think they're going to put up some points, be fun to watch, but I don't think they're going to be in the competitive as far as making the playoffs. I got to go with the Niners winning the division. Rams making the wild card as a playoff team. Knocker, what do you got here, NFC West?
Well, I have the same picks you do, and I also feel the same way about my Rams. That that is my team, but Kupp was kind of a mess last year. Puka is going to do really well. Yeah. Stafford's healthy. He knows this is maybe his last year, maybe next to last year.
Yep.
I think they'll be able to get over the loss of the lineman that they lost. The big guy who's on TV now.
Aaron Donald?
No, Whitworth, offensive line.
Oh, okay.
Andrew Whitworth.
Okay.
I think they've gotten used to not playing with him now, and they were right there with Detroit on the road in the playoffs last year. They were right there.
Yeah.
It was a very good game. So if they win that game, who knows? Who knows? The Lions had the 49ers beat. I don't know what the fuck happened. The NFL must have called the Lions and said, "Okay, you're going to fumble twice and really fuck this game up and give it back to San Francisco." Yeah. I really think they got a phone call at halftime because I never seen that collapse like that.
Yeah, it was pretty big. On purpose. Yeah,
conspiracy theory me, but you have to go with those 4 picks.
Yeah. So. All right, what do you got, Gooch?
The Arizona Cardinals, they're going to get first in Warzone, but last in the division.
Exactly.
Rams. Yeah, I like what you're saying about the Rams, though. They are. It does kind of have like a
Kyren Williams, the running back, looking good. Yeah, they got some weapons.
Last kind of thing for Matthew Stafford. Yeah, I can get behind that. Especially if their receivers stay healthy.
Yeah.
San Francisco just has the firepower, so I feel like they're almost the default winners of the division. And the Seahawks will be within a wild card spot, but who knows after not having Pete Carroll for the first time, what's going to happen?
What's the culture like over there?
Turnover. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so you got Niners, Rams, pretty much like we had. Okay.
Niners, Rams, and then, or Seahawks, depending on for a second. But Niners.
Tony, what do you got? Niners, Rams, Seahawks over here. What are you taking?
What? Oh.
I was just reading chat.
He's at
San
his burner
Francisco,
phone. He's in
I
the middle
always
of
shit
porn on the
on.
burner phone. Come on.
He's got
That's charging. It's need a full charge for later. I always shit on San Francisco, but I think they're gonna be first in this thing over here.
Yeah.
And they got
What about your Rams? What about your Rams? Think Rams are all right?
Yeah, we'll go Rams
Go
second,
Rams?
even though I fucking hate them lately because they fucked me.
I like it. Niners, Rams again. Jacques, finish it out here. What do you got? NFC West.
NFC West, Cardinals will be good until October. That's when the new Call of Duty drops, so he'll be gone. Kyler Murray's gonna forget everything exists again.
Wow.
Seattle, same thing. I'm interested to see what the new coach is gonna do. I mean, you still got the same weapons, same show that you've had on the field for a while. What can you do with it? I mean, it's going to be a third place finish. Rams and 49ers going to fight it out all the way, I think. But kind of the way I said about the two AFC divisions, I think 49ers will take the division. Rams will walk into an easy wild card.
All right. That's been our division predictions there, chat. Back, baby. We're back. I will post them all.
Do people still play Call of Duty? Is this still a game that people play?
Yes, the new one's dropping. In like 30 days. It's going to be here. That's all he's going to do in 30 days is play that game.
Call of Duty 75.
Really. Thank you, boys, for coming in. It was such a pleasure to get everyone back in, talk some football, and just hang out with you boys. It's so much fun. It's good to have you guys back again on Wednesdays now, 9 p.m. We'll have a guest in next week so we can do our, obviously go around the horn and pick our games and have fun with it all as we normally do. So thank you, Gooch. I hope you have a great rest of your night, man. Thanks for checking out. Congrats to your Panthers once again, dude. Riding high. Tony, it's good to have you back, dude. I love you. You look fantastic, man. It's good to hang out, laugh with you as always.
Good to see you, man.
So we'll see you back next week. Jacques, love you, dude. Always coming in with the strongest game in the hair, that is. Always, dude. Appreciate it. Yeah. Be careful going back to your basement in there. Be careful. Yeah. I got to get one of these phones that Tony's got, too. I got to hit him up about that. Knocker, thank you, dude. Knocker will be back.
Hey, are we doing a pick'em league?
Yeah, it's all already out there. It's the fantasy league's up. All of the links are in our fantasy football section. We're doing a survivor pool for $200 once again, and then Picks Can Pick 'em $10 weekly winners and a grand prize as well. So I'll get that other fantasy football league started as well for all the other ones that didn't make it. So that's awesome. I love that we got that little idea from Gooch there. Winner will go ahead and get an automatic bid in next season. So we're gonna go ahead and raid out into somebody. So boys, I will talk to you next week, same time, for we kick off the NFL season. All right, you guys have a great night. Knocker, you're on tomorrow, right? You're back on tomorrow.
Sir,
okay.
11:30.
All right, I'll see you boys. You have a great rest of your night. Bye. Bye, guys.
Later.
All right, Chad. That was good. Got our NFL talk in. Thank you for the 1,000 biddies, Eon. Everybody, I know I didn't get to them because we were talking. Eon, thank you for the biddies. Verbal, thank you for the biddies. Pixel Pusher, thank you for the 11 months. Anonymous, thank you for the 3 gifted subs. Ron, thank you for the biddies. Infested, thank you for the biddies. Raw School, thank you so much, Raw. Really appreciate it. Ron, thank you. Again, Alvin, Eon, thank you. Teresa, and everybody else today. Again, if you missed any of the show, I'll post it up on YouTube tonight, actually. I'll get it up by the time I go to bed so you can have it ready for the morning if you need it. I thank you guys all. I will see you back here tomorrow for happy hour. Knocker will be on. Knocker will be on tomorrow. No, I'm going to go do some dinner here and try and get some rest before tomorrow's stream. So thank you, everybody. You have a great night. We are going to raid over into, let's go into red 5. Yeah, let's go into red 5. They're doing some marbles. We'll roll over there and show them some love right now. And again, Knocker will be on tomorrow. So again, thank you, everybody. It's so much fun to get everybody back in, talking, enjoying. Blondie, thank you so much. Everybody that was lurking in chat, thank you again for all the biddies, the love. Thank you, Elite Tech, for everything. All you guys, Mega Shine, thank you. Anybody I missed in chat, Shiverhug, thank you. Slim Chabby, thank you. Kitty Cat Claus, everybody, Gooch, thank you. Everybody came in, showed the love during for the biddies, the subs, everything. You guys just make this place amazing, and I just can't thank you guys enough. What a sensational night we had last night, and I just can't wait to continue the week with y'all. We are going to be having happy hour tomorrow, Friday community night, Saturday World Cup. Julie will be here, and Sunday will be our fantasy draft and more marbles. So have a great night, everybody. We're going to go over to Red 5, who's doing some marbles. Go show them the love. Thank you, guys. Use that raid command. Have a great rest of your evening, night, morning, whatever it may be. Thank you for being my friend. Thank you for being an awesome community, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night.
Your computer pooped out. New parts didn't come in and the hardware to install.